The Diamond Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. The story revolves around a pretty girl, Mathilde Loisel, whose life turns disastrous at the end. Mathilde Loisel was born in a family of employees and gets married to a clerk in the Department of Education. She is unhappy as she feels she is born for everyday delicacy and every luxury. The worn walls, the upbraided chairs, and the ugliness of the stuffs make her angry. She always dreams of rich things and the company of rich people. She has no dresses, no jewelry, nothing. She has a rich friend from her convent days. One evening, Mathilde Loisel's husband gives the news that he has been invited by the Minister of Education on Monday, January 18th. Against his hopes, Mathilde becomes upset. Mr. Loisel tries to convince her, saying that such invitations are not given to many clerks and she can see there the entire official word. Mathilde, not convinced, weeps that she has no proper dress to wear. I have no clothes, and in consequence, I cannot go to this party. Give your card to some colleague whose wife has a better outfit than I. Mr. Loisel, to soothe his wife, asks what the cost of a proper dress would be. Mathilde, calculating for a few seconds, says it might cost around 400 francs. Mr. Loisel, who was saving his money to buy a gun, agrees eventually. All right, I will give you 400 francs, but take care to have a pretty dress. When the day of the party comes closer, Madame Loisel seems sad and restless. Her husband notices her and asks her, "What is the matter?" She answers that she does not even have a jewel to wear on. Her husband asks her to wear some natural flowers. Not convinced, Mathilde thinks going to the party without a jewel is humiliating among rich women. Finally, Mr. Loisel asks his wife to visit her rich friend, Madame Forester, for a jewel. Therefore, Mathilde goes to her friend and gives an account of her plight. Madame Forester opens a casket full of jewelry and offers Mathilde to choose the ornaments of her choice. Eventually, glancing at all, Mathilde desires for a necklace of diamonds. When the day of the party arrives, Madame Loisel turns to be the most prettiest among all the women. All the men take notice of her, including the minister. They offer her to dance with them. She dances with delight and passion. About 4 in the morning, Mr. Loisel wraps her shoulders with a modest everyday garment and takes her out. Mathilde moves faster not to be noticed by other women who are wrapping themselves up in rich furs. She and her husband, struggling to find a carriage, take an old Nighthawk cab to reach their home. After reaching home, Mathilde finds the diamond necklace is lost and tells her husband terror-stricken. I have not Madame Foster's diamond necklace. Both search in the folds of the dress, in the folds of the wrap, in the pockets, everywhere, but they don't find it. Mr. Loisel goes out to search for the diamond necklace and even goes to police headquarters, to the newspapers to offer a reward to the cab company. He asks Mathilde to write a letter to her friend that she has broken the clasp of her necklace and that she will get it repaired. They go from jeweler to jeweler, looking for a necklace like the other one. At last, at Palais Royal, they find a look-alike necklace. It is priced 40,000 francs. They can have it for 36. They beg the jeweler not to sell it for 3 days. Finally, they make a bargain that the jeweler should take it back for 34,000 just in case they find the original necklace by the end of February. Mr. Loisel gets 18,000 francs which his father had left him. 1,000 francs from one, 500 from another, and remaining from here and there. He even risks his signature without knowing whether it can be honored. Consequently, he pays 36,000 francs for the diamond necklace. Madame Loisel takes back the necklace to Madame Forrester. Her friend does not even care to open the case. Now, the debt has to be paid. They dismiss the servant, they change their rooms, and they take an attic under the roof. She learns how to work in the house and the kitchen. She washes the dishes, dirty linen, the shirts, and the towels. She carries down the garbage to the street every morning, and she carries up the water. She, like a common woman, dresses and goes to the fruit seller, the grocer, the butcher. She bargains and fights for her money so by so. Mr. Loisel works keeping up the books of a shopkeeper in the evening and copies the page at 5 sous at night. Mr. and Mrs. Loisel pay all their debts at the end of 10 years. Now, Madame Loisel seems aged. She is badly combed, hands red, and she has developed loud voice. Sometimes she thinks of the day when the diamond necklace was lost. One Sunday, she encounters her friend Madame Forrester, who is still young, beautiful and seductive. Mathilde thinks of the truth to be revealed to her friend as she has no debts on her now. Initially, Madame Forrester hesitates to talk to the woman before her. Upon knowing the woman is her friend Mathilde, she exclaims. Madame Mathilde explains everything in detail, that how the diamond necklace was lost and replaced and how she paid all her debts. She says it proudly. Hearing Mathilde, Madame Forrester says, "Oh, my poor Mathilde, but mine were false. At most, they were worth 500 francs.